Assalamu alaikum students. How are you? I hope all of you are fine and doing hard work for the next examination inshallah. Now as you know that in the previous class we have done exercise 1.1 all questions, and now we have discussed also types of set, finite, infinite, empty, and now we are going towards lecture 4. And in lecture 4 there is singleton set. So singleton set, what is coming in your mind from singleton set? It is coming from single. So automatically in your mind there is coming that the set is about one thing, means that this set consists of only one element, singleton set. So definition is a set having only one element is called a singleton set. Clear? That set which consists of only one element is called singleton set. For example, 1 is written in braces, 0 is written in braces, just 0, 1 0, and next is Ahmad, means that one name, spelling of one name is enclosed in brackets. Next is 14, and we can also take other examples like for example 1000, 10,000, 100. Clear? So it is singleton set. Singleton set are that set which consist of only one element. 5 number is equal set. What is equal set? Two sets A and B are said to be equal if they have the same elements. Equal sets are which one set? If they have the same elements in both set A and set B, and denoted as A is equal to B. A is equal to B. For example, if A is equal to 1 2 3 and B is equal to 1 2 3, then A is equal to B. So it is equal set. If for example C is equal to ABD and F is equal to BAD, then C is equal to F. Clear? So in equal set, if the order of elements are changed, so it doesn't matter. If both the elements of set are same, so it should matter that the elements of set should be same. For example, in example A and B, the elements are same and the order of the elements are also same. In C and F, the elements are same, but in the second their order is different. In C here is ABD and in F here is BAD. So the order is changed in F. So it doesn't matter. If the order is changed, it doesn't matter. So then C is equal to F because the elements are all the same. Okay, an example, you have set E, you have given some faces. If you look at the picture of the example, you have given some faces in E, and in F you have also given that faces, but their order becomes changed. So it is an equal set. Next you have some shapes you have given. In set A you have given some shapes, and in set B you have also given some shapes. So these are the same. A is equal to B. Okay, next is equivalent set or equivalent set. Two sets A and B are said to be equivalent set if they have the same number of elements but not necessarily the same members. Means that the elements should be same, means that the number of elements. If in set A here are 3 elements, so in set B there should also be 3 elements, but not necessarily that the same members. It means that it is not necessary that their category should be same. Maybe 1 2 3 is related to numbers. Maybe in the second you have given ABC or some shapes you have given, so their category is not same. Both sets have no same category. For example, if A is equal to 1 2 3 and B is equal to ABC, then A is equivalent to B, because both have same number of elements but not necessarily the same members. Example 3, you can clearly see that in set E you have given some faces, and in set F you have given 1 2 and 3. Clear? Now we are going towards number 7, that is subset. Subset. Sub means small and set mean set. Sub mean small and set mean set. So a set A is said to be a subset of set B if all the elements of set A are the elements of set B. Set A is said to be the subset of set B if set A consists of all the elements present in set B. Are you understanding what I am saying? Here you have given example, and in example you have A is equal to 1 2 3 and B is equal to 1 2 3 4 5. So A is a small set of set B because set B consists of 1 2 3 4 and 5, and set A has 1 2 3. So set A is a subset of set B. Set A is small set of set B because set A consists of all the elements which is present in set B. And important note, the null set means that empty set is the subset of all sets. Empty set is the subset of all set. Means that in every when you finding subsets, so in every subset empty set is present here. For example, we take example of glass. If here is no water in glass, so this glass is empty. So every set consists of an empty set, and when we put water in that glass, so it becomes full. Clear? And when we remove again water from it, so it again becomes empty. So every set should consist of an empty set. Next we have proper subset. Proper subset we define if all the elements of A are in B, means that all the elements of set A should be present in set B, but there is at least one element of B. Here is at least one element of set B which is not the element of set A. At least one element of set B which is not present in set A, then A is called proper subset of set B. For example, if we take example here, when we find subsets, so else then set itself. I'm giving you simple example. Else then set itself, all the subsets are called proper subsets. Clear? All the subsets are called proper subsets. So today we discuss also types of set: finite, infinite, empty, singleton, proper, subset, proper, and in next class inshallah we will continue improper subset. Clear? All of you understand clearly what we have done today. Inshallah we will discuss previous knowledge in the next class. So Allah Hafiz for the next class.